Hey y'all, it is January the 16th, 2018. I want to holler at y'all about something real quick, but it's also real critical, real critical to take a look at this particular situation. Now, I was already planning on making a video when I first heard about the article. When I seen the headline, I was like, well, I'm going to make a video about this. But upon reading the article, I had to stress that, wow, it's worse and it's more insightful than even I thought. So definitely, we got to go ahead and share this now. Let me see the headline to this article. Let's see. They put it all weird. It's by the Independent. All right. And the thing is, a lot of people obviously have written about it, this particular situation. It's by the Independent. I believe the headline would be California police discover 13 emaciated siblings imprisoned in the family home. They're in California. All right. So I want to dwell upon that headline right there. I want everybody to understand it, and I think that they already do, so let's just go ahead and share it, that the police came in and discovered these people. Wasn't nobody else coming to do it? It's stuff for everybody who hates the police. All right, so the police came in, they had to bust down the doors. All right, and this situation is viral. It's really spreading like wildfire, and so I feel like it's good. It's a good idea to go ahead and break it down real quick because, like I said, I was reading this article from the Independent, and I found some stuff that was really quite sensational, really quite thought-provoking. Now, this takes place in San Francisco, California. All right. Just before we continue, I just want to throw this at you real quick before we start. All right. The most hated man in San Francisco right now, it isn't Hitler. It isn't Osama bin Laden or any of those dead guys. It isn't the man in North Korea, that rocket man. It's not him. It's not him either. The most hated man in San Francisco, as we all well know, is Donald Trump. All right. So let's start. All right. They were talking about how they discovered, first of all, I'm going to just go ahead and sum up the story. They were discovered by this young lady who managed to find her way about the house, sneak up out the house. And upon doing so, she had let people know that something really terrible is going on. All right. There's people basically all kidnapped in this house just down the street. It's a very nice looking house, a very nice looking neighborhood. All right. And so the cops were notified. Cops busted down the doors and saved the day. All right. There's certain details that I would like to go over that the article goes over. The first one being this one. It says, the article says, not all of them were children, these people. All right. That they found basically kidnapped, all dirty, all disgusting and stuff. Some of them chained to beds. All right. So not all of them were children. Of the 13 victims, 7 were between the age of 18 and 29. I want you to think about that for a second and let that soak in. Who were these people? And basically they were kidnapped. I don't even know if they were the children, and they probably were the children of these people. I don't know. The article really doesn't explain if these adult people who were found up in this house kidnapped, if they were also the children of this couple. Right, a very sinister looking couple. If you see their mugshots, oh my God, they look sinister. They look absolutely sinister. All right, let's just read a little bit more in this article, and then you can go ahead and read it yourself, because I'm sure that you're gonna want to take a look at this. It says, after interviewing both parents identified as 57-year-old David Allen Turpin and 49-year-old Luis Anna Turpin, authorities arrested them on torture and child endangerment charges, setting bail at $9 million. Let's see if they have what it takes to make bail. I don't think that they do. All right. And before we continue, like I said, Donald Trump's the most hated man in San Francisco. That much I can guarantee you. All right. And I might want to draw your attention to a tweet made long ago, and I believe it's a sentiment that is still had by Donald Trump, in which he says, you know what, let's go ahead and take these people like the Turpin, let's go ahead and give them a trial, speedy trial. Go ahead and put them under the ground, all right? That's what Donald Trump said in a tweet. All right, he's the most hated man in San Francisco. Do you start to understand why it is that I bring him up? All right, because first of all, I don't believe Donald Trump said the word shithole. I really don't believe it, and I had to hear it to believe it. I don't believe he did. California is a damn shithole. All right, everybody knows it. You know, the thing is, there's plenty of good people in California. Amazing people in California. They're turning around and they're looking at some of y'all like some damn monsters and ghouls like that you are. All right, because some people, like I said, Donald Trump's the most hated man in San Francisco. Oh, really? You have this happening in San Francisco, and this is not an isolated incident either. All right, this happens. It's not to say it doesn't happen everywhere else to some extent, but you know what? It surely ain't a shock to hear about it in San Francisco, where Donald Trump is the most hated man. Period, all day long, besides maybe Jesus, probably. All right, so Donald Trump said, you know, we should take these child predators and doing all these crazy things. We should go ahead and just not even feed them. Let's not even shelter them. Let's go ahead and do away with them, because I'm Donald Trump, and we're going to make America great again. And I said, yes. I said, I'm going to give a big old thumbs up to that, Donald Trump. And you might understand that all sort of pedophiles have been getting found out just during this year alone. All sort of them. I mean, record breaking. All right. Pedophiles are getting found out. And these child abusers are getting found out. These weird, twisted ghouls and goblins are getting found out. All right. Donald Trump doesn't like it, and I don't like it either. All right. But let's just continue a little bit, because like I said, this story in and of itself, what I already explained, is pretty damn interesting. But there's going to be just a little bit more that I do have to share with you. I mean, of course, the neighbors, they described the children when they found them as just pale, like they ain't never seen the sun. I want to explain something to you. At a certain point, white people, their skin gets translucent. They don't see the sun. It really does look almost blue. It's gross. All right, so that's what they say, and they said that all the little children looked all malnourished, like they weren't getting nothing to eat, and it was a crazy situation. I want to explain that that's only possible in a neighborhood where children really don't come out to play at all. All right, can y'all think about back to the old days where, you know, children actually came out to play and stuff? They would know about this. I mean, it's called gossip. They would hear about this. They would have been talking about it a long time ago. This is a neighborhood where people don't really come out and play, obviously. All right. People will look at their neighbors through their windows and be like, oh, I wonder what, oh, he's walking his dog. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, people ain't in nobody's business around here in this nice-ass neighborhood. But we're just going to continue because, like I said, some stuff jumped out at me. And the thing is, what happened in this article is it basically blew my mind. All right, it went ahead and blew my mind because already the situation was absurd. It was plenty absurd, but then it gets even worse as the article goes on. All right, let me go ahead and read it. California records indicate that David Turpin received state approval to open a private school. What? He did what? I want to read that one more time. California records indicate that David Turpin received state approval to open a private school. The Sandcastle Day School, right? Which reportedly operated from the family home, according to CNN. But it didn't have no other students, by the way. Okay. A representative for the California Department of Education, let me say it real slow, did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Oh, I bet you they didn't. Who in the gosh dang world is San Francisco giving the permits to be a private school person? All right, this ghoul and goblin by the name of David Turpin and his damn wife kidnapping people. They're dirty, disgusting people. They're all slimy and gross. Somehow they get the permits to run a private school. And meanwhile, there's no comment about that. All right, don't even worry about that. Incompetence. All right. So the Turpins, just to keep reading, the Turpins had moved into their Perry home in 2010. All right. So take down the numbers, 2010. But by 2011, had declared bankruptcy. All right. These people are operating in a system where they can have 13 children and declare bankruptcy. All right. You know what I'm saying? And still live in their house a record like 6-7 years later, even though they're totally bankrupt, they can't pay their damn bills. And they have 13 children, and that's not messed up. And the city of San Francisco ain't cracking down on these people for some reason. It's just happening. All right, so because it's absurd, but it's gonna get more absurd. Let me just read this. The attorney who represented the couple of Mr. Ivan Trahan proceeds to blow my mind. He says this. He told CNN, this is his quote, "There was nothing out of the ordinary." Ivan Trahan said about his clients. He said there was nothing out of the ordinary. He had these clients for a long time. This was his their attorney was Ivan Trahan for a long time. He'd known them for some time now. He said there was nothing out of the ordinary about the couple. There's a lot of spelling mistakes, by the way, in this damn article, about the couple who did not seem distressed about the bankruptcy. I mean, he known them since back in 2011. Their attorney, Ivan Trahan, he said there was nothing out of the ordinary about the couple who did not seem distressed about the bankruptcy and appeared to dote on their 13 children. All right, even showing Mr. Trahan pictures of our family trip to Disneyland. And that's where I had to stop. I was shocked. I had to stop right there. In fact, when I was reading the article, I became a little bit dizzy at this point. A little bit dizzy. Okay, I want to explain that Ivan Trahan just said, okay, these people didn't seem stressed or distressed at all from being bankrupt. And also there was nothing out of the ordinary. And also they were showing me pictures of them taking all 13 of their children to Disneyland. But there was nothing out of the ordinary here to see. All right. It's nothing out of the ordinary, but it's absurd, but it's going to get a little bit more absurd because you figure, well, Disneyland, maybe that's close to San Francisco, and maybe they just got it on the cheap. Somehow maybe they pulled that off in bankruptcy. We'll give them that. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It's nothing out of the ordinary there. Taking all 13 of your children to Disneyland when you're balls deep up in bankruptcy, it's nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, hold on. He says, in fact, the family had taken several family trips. He said they had taken several family trips. Notably, he said several. He said notably 3 in 2011, 2013, and 2015, all while in bankruptcy. All right. To Las Vegas. I might remember Vegas Strong and everything. That hashtag Vegas Strong. They took trips to Las Vegas all of these years in order for the couple to renew their vows. I'm going to finish on that one because you can read the rest of the article, and I assure you it's absurd as all hell. All right. They not only went to Disneyland, is what's being said. These people not only went to Disneyland, they went to at least Las Vegas 3 times over the span of these years while also being bankrupt as hell. And they also have permits to be a private school. And also they look like ghouls and goblins just right on face value, all right? And also Donald Trump's the most hated man in San Francisco. And oh my God, do you see the kind of world we're living in? Kind of world we're living in. And I'll leave y'all off on this note. I hope nobody's bullying anybody out there. I hope nobody's bullying other people. I hope children aren't bullying other children. And I hope for all that. But at the same time, what's a little bit more of the priority is the things of this nature right here. You know, sliding right beneath our nose. Ghouls and goblins. San Francisco. No, I am not shocked. It is 2018. And, well, it's January 16th, and I'll holler at y'all later.